She's got no... Fennel! What? Hey. Got you. Fiddle! Alex! Go, go! Go, Fiddle, go, go! Go get it, Fiddle. Go get it. Get it, Fiddle. Oh! Come on, Mama. You good? Jump, jump, go, jump, jump. Stop trying to kill him. Hi. Where are you going? Come on, come this way. Come on, Onyx.
Well, hello there, partner. Go on and hang up your hat, grab yourself a whiskey, and pull up in the easy chair. We're coming off the range of 9 to 5s with a whole herd of news stories that we've been steaming over like a cow patty in the Texas heat. As they say, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. And we're here to ruffle some feathers and ensure accountability ain't just a concept, it's reality. It's that time where the day's drama casts its longest shadow. So let's light a candle to the chaos of current events, the whirlwind of politics, and the tangled webs of corruption that we find ourselves entwined by. It's time to ramble our way into the twilight. Welcome to Sunset Rants.
Hello, hello there.
Hi.
Hoi. Happy
Hi.
Thursday. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, everybody, welcome to the Thursday edition of Sunset Rants. I am Tate, your favorite weirdo that there could be. Hopefully, there might be one more. Anyways, digressing. Dee, how's your day? Introduce yourselves for all the new people here.
So I'm Dee. You could find me on X, and you could find me on Truth Social as Cynical Latina. And yeah, I've been having a really good day. Nothing too eventful, just chilling.
Good. Glad. It has been freaking hot as hell over here, I'll tell you that. But I complain about that every day, so nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into it in just a second. But if you're new here, appreciate you, love you. If you like what we do, if you've been here for a bit, please share us. You know, you'll hear other people say that as well, but it helps us tremendously. You know, that way you can go to work tomorrow, text your friends and family later, be like, hey, did you see this that they were talking about? It helps us tremendously, and you know, spreads the good word of what we do. Over in my corner, at least, I know it's over there for her. There's a QR code. You know, you can see, bring it right to our main page. You'll see our beautiful faces, different channels for what we do, and all the kind of different webs that we have, as well as the merch that we do. A bunch of actually fun stuff there. Pretty pretty balling, I'm not gonna lie. So check it out. But let's just jump into it. So this one is fairly new. It's coming from Sin News. Federal judge issues new nationwide block against Trump's order seeking to end birthright citizenship. Dun dun dun. Concord, New Hampshire, a federal judge agreed Thursday to issue a new nationwide block against President Donald Trump's executive order seeking to end birthright citizenship. The ruling from U.S. District Judge Joseph LaPonte is significant because the Supreme Court last month curbed the power of lower court judges to issue nationwide injunctions, while keeping intact the ability of plaintiffs to seek a widespread block of the order through class action lawsuits, which is what happened Thursday in New Hampshire. So it's like, huh? Isn't that kind of the point of this? Of that ruling from the bench, LaPonte granted a request from immigration right attorneys to certify a nationwide class that will be comprised of only those deprived of citizenship, and issued a preliminary injunction indefinitely blocking Donald Trump's Day 1 order from being enforced against any baby born after February 20th. The preliminary injunction is just not, sorry, I got the super small mind, is just not a close call to the court, LaPonte said during the hearing. The deprivation of U.S. citizenship and an abrupt change of policy that was longstanding, that's irreparable harm. So, what do you think about all this?
Well, I mean, I'm tired of these people with trying to Trump's agenda. But at the same time, this is really interesting, right? Because they're trying to say that people born to undocumented, right, and people that are to be born to undocumented, it signifies a special class, like a new class of people. And I think this is going to shoot them in the foot if they keep pushing this, because if they determine that people that are unborn have rights, what do you think that's going to do for abortion?
I was about to say the same thing, and you swing it right back around. I was like, huh.
So I think, I mean, they can go, but I think they're gonna end up kind of shooting themselves in the foot with that one. But
I'm cool with
it's just they keep trying to circle back and try to make this into this like wide thing that it's not. The 14th Amendment was created to protect slaves, people, and it says in the Constitution, people that have no citizenship to another country, they have no allegiance to another country. It's not about creating a class of people that have no citizenship. If we deny citizenship to illegals, because they have citizenship in the countries that their parents are from, like Mexico.
I mean, I don't think there's any other countries that have birthright citizenship, are there? Maybe a few.
Yeah, I really don't think there's a whole lot. And I mean, it's just that they demand all this from us. And like, what standing do they have to demand this from the United States? Like, I break into your country. I've been here for all of 10 minutes. I pop out a kid, and now I have rights because by proxy, it doesn't make sense. So
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. And that's what a lot of fucking people have been doing. And it's an issue. So what he wants is, hey, listen, like say if I'm with a woman, right? And just because she's from Colombia, she's from Venezuela or something. She's pregnant and she's here. I'm a citizenship. The baby can stay. At least as long as one of the parents are, a citizen, that's fine and dandy. But, on top of the 60, 70 estimated, it could be more depending who you ask, but, estimated like illegal immigrants. Now you have people doing this on top of it, like, so that way they can get citizenship. Like, I get it. Like, there's a reason why we are the best, the gnarliest, the dudes of the dudes, the the Brochovskis of the fucking world. You know,
Yeah.
like we produce everything, and nobody wants to live where they are. They want to come here. That's fine and dandy, but when too many people are coming to the party and just ruining it for everyone else, there has to be a halt, and this is what that is. And like you said,
Yeah.
the only thing that was for is so that way, you know, like the new children, like of slaves after slavery ended, it was just for that. It wasn't meant to be an entire thing. Like, it
No.
wasn't meant for people to take advantage in such a gross amount.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't meant for citizens of other countries. You know, you can't be a citizen of Mexico, be a legal citizen there, and then jump the border and then get mad when you get deported because you have citizenship. You're not a person with no allegiance to another country. You know, I mean, if maybe okay, because my ex-husband is a Mexico citizen. Okay. When he was born, they don't automatically get registered when you're in the hospital like they do here. You go and you register your kid after some time. Like one of my uncles, his parents never registered him after he was born in Mexico. So he had a lot of trouble because he came, this uncle, so it was my aunt's husband, so he's related to me by marriage, but when he jumped the border and came to the United States, he had a really hard time proving not only who he was but who he was in Mexico because there was no record of him. That you could say he's a person that could qualify for citizenship because he wasn't a citizen of another country. You see what I'm saying?
No, absolutely.
Like my ex-husband was registered in Mexico. His I want to say after he was
Talking like
about a
he's a
month
foreigner.
old.
Yeah, I got him
Yeah,
registered in Mexico.
that's different. I guess if you look at it and you actually look at the semantics of the law, I mean that type of person could qualify, but you know, also I feel like they would have to go through the process of naturalization and prove that they don't have a criminal record. You know, it's not just the criminal record. They go through medical exams. They gotta because if you're coming in from Mexico, let's say for example, and you have AIDS, you can't get citizenship. If you have a contagious disease, you can't get citizenship here. You can't become a legal resident either. You have to prove that you're free of disease. You have to be vetted. You know, there's all these things in place, and obviously it costs some money. But I feel like that it costs money so that you can prove that you're financially stable, so that you're not going to just mooch off the government.
No, I
So
think
there's a lot of
that makes sense.
reasons why there's these processes in place, but these people want to just skip that. Hey, I'm going to pop a kid, they're going to be a citizen and they're going to legalize me later. That's why a lot of these people wait 30, 40 years. Like they just arrested this one dude and everybody's like, oh my God, how could you? You're 40 years with no intent of ever like fixing his papers. You could say that during those 40 years, there's a possibility he could have saved enough money. Back in the day, when I was trying to legalize my ex-husband, it cost maybe about $5,000, and that's what they call the perdón, the pardon for entering the country illegally, like the fine, for breaking the law. So I don't know. I just feel like all this is just like trying to add more fluff and roadblocks to prevent what's meant to happen. That, you know, we've already had enough immigrants or illegal immigrants. We have enough. Right now we need to learn how to stabilize what we have and move forward. And I think once we stabilize the country, then we could start adding, you know, more actual legal immigrants that go through the process and are actually proud of our country and assimilate to our country, not just like opening the doors to just fucking everybody, which causes destabilization. It causes destabilization in neighborhoods, where you just have a bunch of people running around that never plan to try to become part of the culture, you know. And
You could take England. or like the
Yeah,
UK is like the prime example. Like they have fallen completely. Like they have
yeah,
they're throwing acid on people in the streets. They're beheading people like in the streets. They're not going to report on it. It's there. If you speak anything about it, you get arrested. You know,
yeah,
it's they have literally like the government has completely failed them, like in every sense. Like England doesn't have that that fancy upkept culture that that they've maintained for like millennia. They've just become just a big pile of puke and shit.
yeah. And in England, all these people are on benefits. They're all on benefits. They never intended to become part of the culture. They want to come in and reestablish, what the culture is, the norm. Like, hey, don't walk your dog here because it offends me, because dogs are dirty. Oh, all food must be halal. Like, no, they're not learning the language. Nobody.
They're not assimilating.
I just no, they're not assimilating, and their intent was never to assimilate. Their intent was to change everything and make it fit them. Take that country and basically take it over.
Yeah,
So
that's just how it goes. And this is what happens when you have a bunch of like softbacks, like people with no
soft
spine.
bag.
Yeah, I mean people like literally
I
no.
like that. Did you just coin that?
Sure, I
Soft
guess.
bag.
Yeah, so
Oh,
fuck them. Like, well,
yeah,
fuck the
that's
people
what
in
I
that
say.
economy. But no, it's then you have these people that are like, they literally said, "Hey, you cannot do this. Judges can't do this," and then here they are trying to like finagle their way through.
Yeah, well, they can't do a class action lawsuit for people that don't exist, and they can't do a class action lawsuit for children. The thing about a class action lawsuit, and I'm not 1,000% sure, but people usually have to sign up for that. Like when Apple's gotten sued or Facebook, they send you a notification if you want to participate in a class action lawsuit. If they're trying to speak for children, um, it's messy. It's messy. Like I just don't think what their legal guardian, okay, their parent, but aren't they already citizens of the United States? Because that's the way it's been. So you can't do a class action for children that are already citizens of the United States. It makes no damn sense.
Yeah,
It makes no damn. So hopefully this is just going to get thrown out. I think I heard somewhere that Trump has 5 days, and I'm sure his team is. I'm sure they're on it. I don't think this is going to end well for this fucking judge. Like, I just figured that everything was over when Trump won the case for judges not to be able to do this bullshit. But you know what? I guess we'll see.
yeah. I think at this point it's just bullshit. Like
Yeah.
the stuff that he's accomplished, like they're just picking at anything at this point. And this has been like a thing that wasn't on the priority list as far as like the birthright stuff. But they're just grasping at straws at this point. So a couple days, this will just be turned over, and things will go back to how it should have been.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Want to go to the next one?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So this is from your time. You want to take this one?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll
Better.
take this one. So let me just pull up the article. I found this one really interesting too when I started seeing the pictures. So, construction workers reach safety after Los Angeles industrial tunnel partially collapses. So everyone is safe. So this is from Fox News, and it says officials are breathing a sigh of relief after more than 30 construction workers in an industrial tunnel in Los Angeles reached safety after it partially collapsed. The cave-in occurred between the tunnel boring machine 5 miles from the entrance and the construction workers who were working 6 miles in. The workers, who were about 400 feet underground, scrambled over loose soil more than 12 feet high to reach the tunnel boring machine. and then were transported back to the opening. Aerial footage showed workers being brought out of the tunnel in a yellow cage hoisted up by a crane.
That is
None
fucking
of those, yeah, that looks crazy. So none of those rescued had major injuries, authorities say. That's actually pretty crazy. So yeah, Karen Bass like thanked everybody and the workers. Speaking
good.
at a news conference, Bass said she met with some of the workers. Who cares what she has to say? She's a fucking snake.
At least she's doing something like not spineless and shiesty for once.
Yeah, here it's just basically it's basically just congratulating everybody. So let's see. The tunnel being constructed almost entirely underneath public right-of-way is 18 feet wide and will be 7 miles long to carry treated wastewater from across Los Angeles County to the Pacific Ocean. The $700 million project is being overseen by the Los Angeles County Sanitation District. So the cause of the collapse is under investigation. Authorities said work will not resume until the project contractor assesses what happened and deems the site safe. So,
don't you think that's just a bad idea in general as far as this being built? Like, so they're at the very end. I'm pretty sure a lot of them get their water from the Colorado River. And it goes all the way down. I don't know if it goes all the way out there, but they're already on drought. So why would you dump waste water into the ocean rather than just build a plant to recycle the water like they have in every other state? Like,
that's a great question. I mean, that's California logic for you.
Yeah, what ends up happening is like on the grand scale of everything, like it's a waste of water. So it ends up changing, like terraforming everything. And then they'll have another fire issue like they did last year because lack of water. So why not just build a recycling? I'm sure there's an answer to this that would make sense, but this is just off the top of my head.
No, I definitely agree. And with comments from Rumble, with Rebel with No Yell, I love that title. Anyway, the handle, that's great. But saying the support for the tunnel design should be investigated, which, like, fuck yeah, and also lots of money for such a big fail. Like, wow, yeah, I mean, it's really true. $700 million, like. Why are they asking for loans when shit goes downhill? Like, they love spending money on just like bullshit projects that just...
I think they just, part of it, touching base on what you just said about as far as like, debt and loans and this stuff, their GDP is massive. I think it's third largest in the world or fifth, I don't know, something up there, something like some asinine number, but they're still in major debt. Like, we just had to give them, like, Trump just gave California $2 billion like last week or something like that, from what I glanced over. I could be wrong on that one. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, please. But going forward, it's just like, manage your fucking money. Do something like I said, the water, do that. The tunnel, if it's that much waste, like sludge, okay. I know it's a super dense population as far as like buildings and stuff out there, but I'm just glad these people are safe because this whole freak accident stuff the past couple of weeks, there's always some wild freak accident happening that like makes it pretty
I don't know. I've been watching this YouTube channel where it's like a lot of like cave diving, like, well, not like cave diving, but like spelunking, like cave accidents where people get trapped in these like tiny little crevices, and also like scuba, like diving incidents where people are cave diving underwater. And I don't know, like, just the thought of being trapped like that, like possibly that's the way you're gonna go, like trapped somewhere. It freaks me out. So, and then just seeing that image, and it's just like this massive hole kind of going down. Like, I don't know. I don't think I would ever want to work something like that, which is why, like, men don't get enough credit, because I bet you anything there wasn't one chick working there. Like, first and foremost, like, a lot of these dudes take the toughest jobs that fuck no, I would never want to do, and hell no, I would never be anywhere near there. But like,
Maybe
it's
accounts
just,
payable.
huh?
Maybe an accounts payable and receivable, but no, there probably is no chick there. Fuck that. I'm
No,
a dude that wouldn't even want to fucking do that. 400 feet.
no, it just freaks me the fuck out. Like, I'm just like, no, like, just the thought of being trapped in there is like, oh hell no. So yeah, thank you to all the brave men that work these jobs that like we women would never do. And fuck equality, dude. I want to be a housewife. When is Project 2025 starting? Because I'm tired of going to work.
Did you ever see that meme where it's I guess it's in a coal mine, the levels like this tall, and you see this guy just chunking. Did you see this? You see these men, it's 2025, and these men are still down, like hundreds and thousands of feet down, hauling mine, like cavemen. This is disgusting. We have to be better than this. You women wanted equality. And then it just starts going into that.
I don't want equality. Okay. I just want to be able to tell my husband that it's illegal for me to leave the house without his permission. It's illegal for me to go to work. It's illegal for me to drive by myself in my car so that he could drive me everywhere and I could be a passenger princess always.
One of my 3 tokens to go outside and play with the neighbors. Okay.
Yes. Yes. My husband can give me permission to talk to people. I don't want to be completely covered up, but fuck it. I know, I'm just kidding, Rick. I'm just kidding. It seems to really trigger some of the feminist chicks are like, oh my god, how could you want that? I just want to stay home and not work.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, no, fuck equality. No, I'm good being feminine and gentle, and guys opening doors for me. I can do it by myself, but I don't know. Whatever, chivalry.
I don't want it.
Yeah, I could, but I don't want it. So I guess we could go on to the next thing, because we went way off.
God bless those guys. That's all I gotta say.
Yes. I'm glad they're safe.
Let's see.
All right.
So this has come from Politico. Emmanuel Macron and Keir Starmer are set to unveil a host of defense pacts on the final day of the French leader's visit to the United Kingdom. After getting wined and dined by the king on Tuesday and unveiling the Bayeux Tapestry at the British Museum on Wednesday, Thursday we'll see Starmer and Macron sign a declaration spelling out that the British and French nuclear deterrence can be coordinated. They're doing stuff. Wow, look at this. Updates to the Lancaster House treaties. A defense pact signed in 2010 jointly developed a new cruise missile to replace the Storm Shadow Scalp, work together on the development of advanced anti-drone weapons. Cool. Other people are doing cool shit. I'm just surprised that France is part of this. Probably getting tired of being. Two countries have dubbed their defense refresh as an Entente Industrielle. I think Entente Industrielle. I don't speak French, so fuck it. Which seems appropriate given how Starmer and Macron have gushed about the strength of the Franco-British relationship throughout the visit. But the French president's particular soaring rhetoric since his arrival hints at even more ambitious goal: a new special relationship. Is that like a three-way? What's going on here? There's an expectation in Europe that faced with revisionist neighbors, our two countries have a special responsibility for the security of the continent. That is America's duty, apparently. Macron said in a speech to both houses of Parliament on Tuesday, while Britain's special relationship with the United States remains a cornerstone of its defense strategy, U.S. President Donald Trump's isolationist bent on his erratic view of the alliance has forced the British to consider the possibility that Washington may not be there through thick and thin. Why do we have to? You guys go do your own fucking shit for once.
Yeah.
Like, That's it. There's a strain on a transatlantic relationship and awareness. The British were taken aback by the U.S. decisions on Ukraine, the cutting off of Albeit, is that Albeit? Briefly, of intelligence with Ukraine, a country at war, said Felipe Mays, censor, director of the. Da, da, da. I'm tired of it. I was like, good for them. Let them do stuff for once. Why do we got to keep supplying stuff? Like our weaponry is already going down. I think that's what they're doing. So tinfoil hat moment. I think Ukraine and Zelensky and Putin are together, and so what they're trying to do is they're trying to deplete Zelensky's weapons. So then that way we will give Ukraine our weapons and our money. So then when China and Russia want to come for us, we're like, oh fuck. So they're just throwing their people out as like cannon fodder to each other to where it'll be easier to take us down.
Yeah. Oh, Brian.
Don't tangle with Latina. Let's see what else. Is there anything else while we talk about this?
I don't know. I feel that if Marcon and Starmer, if they have shared democratic values and threats, then why not let them have an alliance? Like it doesn't. That's really none of our business. What happened with, isolationism? Like we should just kind of like stay out of their business. Like it doesn't. It doesn't really affect us. Like
I won't even say it's like isolationism. That's kind of like a brash word that they use, but it's just like you're not us.
Yeah.
Like, we have our own shit to do. Like should be called not my chair, not my problemism.
Yeah, no, and I mean it's like these are still like smaller countries. They're doing a little defense pact.
Well, they should, and then I could
yeah,
probably say
it's like BFFs, like watching each other's back. Like who cares? Like,
no, I could definitely say there has to be a lot of stuff involved with this.
A couple of rump rangers.
No, but was it a couple of weeks ago when they had the whole like all the United Nations there, and then Trump told them like, "Hey, listen, you guys got to put your money into this." And so like they thanked him. It's like without you, we wouldn't. We were at 2.5%, then we're going to 10% as far as like our GDP going to defense spending. So this is probably stuff they've already talked about. So we're like, hey, our backs to the wall. Let's do this. Kind of make ourselves not look silly. No, let's save ourselves. I don't know. That's what I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Other than some filibuster. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that one. Yeah, anything on that one?
Yep. Let's move it. Not too much. It's just.
Ooh, you'll like this one. You're a mama. You do this.
Oh yes. Okay. So hold on. Let me just pull open. Why do I hear this like Pink Floyd? Like kids, leave them phones at home. No. So Missouri bans student phone use in K through 12 schools with new lines signed by Governor Kehoe. I'm butchering that. Kehoe. Okay. I'm just gonna say Governor Mike. Okay. So Missouri Governor Mike signed a new bill banning cell phone use in K through. It's effective August 28th. Let's see. So the governor signed 13 bills into law. So Senate Bill 68, which is a comprehensive education bill that includes banning the use of cell phones in K through 12 schools. He said in a statement, from implementing distraction-free classrooms to expanding school safety efforts, This legislation signed into law this afternoon impacts both K through 12 students and Missourians pursuing higher and career technical education. We are proud to join the General Assembly in supporting these wins for Missouri school students and teachers. So online and even in hearings at the Capitol, parents have mixed feelings. A St. Louis University YouGov poll took the issue straight to the voters. We found that across each of these levels of schools, at least 70% of Missouri voters supported such cell phone bans. And then in these findings, we found that there's strong bipartisan support. Roger said there is growing movement across the country to limit cell phones in schools, and 19 states already have a phone ban or restrictions. So according to Common Sense Media, for example, the average student in a day spends about 43 minutes on their phone. So this will add up to about 130 hours through a regular school year. And so this is time that they're not necessarily focusing as much on the educational activities. So Tracy Block says she's seen firsthand from her work in schools how distracting phones can be. The teachers were frustrated. I was frustrated because kids were missing assignments. They were missing instructional time because they were so engrossed in their phones, hiding it, and some didn't even bother to hide it. Block said. Block. Whatever. So, yeah. I mean, the exception does allow for use of phones in emergencies and to accommodate a student's ability or medical needs. But I feel like this is a great thing.
Fantastic.
I mean, if the child, so for example, there's a provision like kids with diabetes, having alarms on their phones for, when they have to take their medications, that kind of stuff. I mean, there can always have exceptions, but having a phone for a kid, like, what do they need a phone in class for?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Yeah, we all survived without phones. We all did.
When I graduated high school, the iPhone 3 just came out. iPhone 3 came out after I graduated high school.
Yeah, I had to, because you're only a few years younger than I am.
Yeah, I graduated in 07. And so so for one instance,
okay,
I'm not supporting the people, like parents who are anti this. I can see where they're coming from because, they're like, oh, school shootings, oh, no. But the fact of the matter is all the phones are going to be on a wall. Like, the video wasn't playing on here, but it automatically played on my computer. And it's just literally looks like where you put your sandals and shoes on that little hanging stuff like they put on the back of the door. They'll literally just be on the wall right there, numbered. So that's it.
Yeah, I agree. I had given my son a phone when he was in high school. And yes, I would tell him to be responsible with it. Obviously, I did instruct him never to give his phone to the teacher, even if they asked for it. But that's for a completely different reason. So the school that my kid went to, and my daughter as well, they never sent me alerts. I don't know how many times I complained. So I would find out after when they, if they had the school was locked down for any reason, if there was any kind of threat to the school, I would be the last to know. My husband gets text messages from them, but I'm not always with my husband. So he would call me and tell me hey, did you hear that this is going down at the school? And I'd be like, no, what the fuck is happening? So I would tell my son, no matter what, don't ever give your phone, because that's the only way I can hear directly from you what's happening if there's ever an emergency. So that was a little bit different in my situation, but if my son had his phone out and was just playing with his phone and the teacher took it away, that's a whole different story. So I did have an issue where I had to go down to the school, and I got a little bit in trouble because I said a naughty word to the principal, which,
what word?
Fuck him. I said fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. But anyways,
Did you say fuck you, or did you say fuck like an adjective?
I used it more as an adjective. I didn't say it specifically at her, but she's an idiot fucker. So anyways, you know, there's differences in, hey, your kid is just has her phone out and is playing with it and can't even focus on class. If they're going to be in class, they should be able to focus on what they're studying, and the teachers constantly having a struggle with getting the kids' attention and them not listening because they're on their phone is just extremely disrespectful. So yes, banning the phone to where they just completely cannot have it. At least it'll make kids want to hide it. So if they do bring their phone, they're gonna have that shit on silent.
Yeah, and I was literally just talking
and
about
not be so blatant about it.
No, absolutely. And I was just talking to one of my friends. What was it? Yesterday, I think it was. Yesterday was Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday. She's a teacher, so she's on break right now. We were walking around the lake with the rest of our friends, and we were talking about this. And my friend's brother, he's in high school now, and he's like, "Yeah, it's like something like 60% of like the population of current students in public school right now are illiterate. Like they cannot read, they cannot write. They have like the reading and writing capabilities of like a first grader, which is beyond pathetic."
Oh yeah, kids cannot read clocks.
No.
Like, no.
How stupid can you be?
Well, I saw this meme the other day, and it was like, if you go to the store and you pay your whatever you're buying is $19.50, and you're like assuming you're the cashier, and the customer gives you $20.50, how much change do you give back? And people were stumped, and I was like, oh my God.
I've been in positions like this before. Like I'll be at when I was a manager at a retail store for T-Mobile. Like people would give me like the most like obtruse, like over it. Like it would be like, oh, it would be what would it be? It would be like, I don't know, 75.56. And then they'll give me like $100 and like an extra $4 in this, or no, $3. It didn't add up, like no matter what it is. And like people were just so goddamn set on like, no, you give me back this much. And I'm like, calculator, handy dandy phone. I'm not in school, so I can use my calculator on my phone, so that's okay. But yeah.
Well, see, I went to work with my mother when I was 14 years old, and I went to work at this very famous restaurant in downtown LA. It's called the Original Pantry, and we were cashiers there, and the register did not tell you how much change to give back. So if someone gave you, money, let's say their bill was $6.79, which used to be the cost of a breakfast there, you would have to count back the change. So in any situation where I have anybody arguing with me how much change, I still count it back to them. Even whenever I give money back, whenever someone's giving me change back, I already know how much change they're supposed to give me because my brain just automatically starts counting it as soon as I see the number on the register of how much I owe. And so I learned the hard way. If I screwed up or I started giving someone the wrong change, my mom would just whip around and smack the shit out of me. So I think we need to bring back corporal punishment in schools. Bring back the paddle, man.
I had corporal punishment. I used to get the shit beat out of me with the ruler, with the copper side.
Oh my God.
I get my knuckles just like smacked till they're bloody.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's pretty excessive. No, I feel like if you just shock kids, because they don't expect it, right? It's not about bruising them, abusing them, like really, but if you just like, I think they get it. I never had to hit my kids. Huh?
What, you cattle prod your kids, you fucking weirdo?
No, just flick them. Like I never hit my kids. I never had to. But my daughter is 21 years old and she's a sailor in the Navy. And let me tell you, she still says I'm scary and I'm super intimidating. And I'm like, I never fucking hit you. I never did hit you. But I meant what I said. So if I said you better stop it or else I'm gonna throw everything in your room away, you best believe I would throw everything in your room away. We didn't I never fucked around. If I said a promise, if I said a threat, like I always kept it. So if you have kids and they're fucking around and you tell them, hey, stop that, or this is gonna be the consequence, but you never follow through, they don't respect that because they know they can push that boundary. So
and my aunt and uncle, that's what they did to my cousins. Like the Nintendo had just came out, so they're like, you know, they were being little assholes. Nintendo, they just bought the Nintendo. They had it for 2 weeks, and they threw it in the street and that poured water on it and stomped on it, and like that's what you get, you little assholes. But I don't know how we got onto
you learn. I know.
Let's go back to numbers and ancient stuff. Going on to the next segment.
Yes, let's do that, dude, because this is pretty cool.
So going back to discovering your grandparents, Texas archaeologists uncovered undercover treasure-filled tomb, an ancient Mayan ruler in Belize. I just read Texas at first, so the tomb.
Yeah, I was like, wait, in Texas?
We got to liberate the treasure. There might be oil over there. The tomb of a Mayan king has been discovered by Texas archaeologists in Caracol, Belize, marking the first time researchers in the ancient city have found a ruler's identifiable resting place. Leave him the fuck alone. Caracol dates to 900 BC. You're basically just fucking, what's it called? Tomb raiders at this point, like robbers, grave robbers. According to Caracol's archaeological project, date back to 900 BC, according to archaeology project, and lasted centuries until the collapse of the Mayan civilization, 800, 900. At its peak, the city had a population of over 100,000 people. Holy fuck. That is ginormous. That is nothing to joke about. Archaeologists have been working on the site for over 40 years. Husband and wife team Arlen and Diane Chase, University of Houston, have been conducting that space for decades. The parent archaeologists run the Caracol archaeological project during the most recent expedition, carried out in partnership with the Belize Institute of Archaeology. They found the first identifiable tomb of a ruler in Caracol. The tomb was underneath another burial chamber, which researchers first discovered in 1993. Oh wow!
I wonder who was in the first chamber.
Someone after the other guy.
Maybe the wife. Maybe they found the wife first, and then they buried the wife on top of the husband.
So let's see. It
Who
goes
knows?
Down. The Chases were able to determine that Takab Chak was of advanced age. That means old at the time of his burial. He had no remaining teeth and was around 5'7" at the time of his death. It is one of our most important finds, Diane Chase told the University of Houston. We found the first person in the dynasty, so that itself, in terms of the historical Caracol, is huge. And it's incredible that we can identify him as a ruler. Found numerous tombs, really impressive artifacts, hieroglyphics. This is really cool.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the photos at this point. Yeah, tons and tons of stuff. Yeah, research on this Takab Chak's tomb will continue. Archaeologists are working to reconstruct the jadeite death mask to perform DNA and isotope analysis on a skeleton material. More information from the excavation will be presented at an academic conference on Maya Teotihuacan. So many words I cannot pronounce.
Yeah.
Interaction in August. This is cool.
They would have been cool if they would have had a like a picture of the death mask.
They actually have it on here.
Oh, they have it? I didn't pull up the article. Let me see.
Yeah, it's it's on the page. It looks like a bunch of jade emblems.
Oh.
So if you go up, it should
Yeah,
be
I'm
right above that
scrolling
one.
through it.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
that was it. So it's just all broken up.
yeah, the rare jadeite mosaic mask. That's why. as it discovered resting.
Um,
Therefore, power fall to pieces. Jades are visible. I'm definitely gonna
that's
be
really cool.
I'm definitely gonna be watching some YouTube stuff tonight on this.
Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of since since we've been doing a lot of space, like space type, like I don't know,
Yeah,
something different segments or whatever. I've been watching a lot of like physics videos on YouTube, and I'm like, I don't know, it's so cool. I love all that stuff.
literally just like right when we were starting, this thing came up on my page. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you see that?
Oh dang.
So, U.S. scientists recently fired the Zeus laser, producing 100 times more power than Earth's total electricity output in a blink. So I wrote, "Hello, Death Star. Is that you?"
That's what I was thinking too when I saw that giant laser. I'm like, oh, it's like the death laser. I don't know. Is it smart to shoot something like that? Like, where are they shooting it to?
Someone,
Like, we've already got enough like shit going on with the weather. Like, we don't need like anything extra, like fucking it up.
some aliens are going to be like, "Who the fuck is attacking us?"
What the hell is this? Like, they're gonna see this beam in the. I don't know.
Yeah,
There's too much stuff going on.
some like old lady in like some other planet in another galaxy is just me crossing the street in her alien planet, and then it's going to go, just like,
No. I don't know. I guess
that'd be
now's
funny.
a good time for caption this.
All right, let's jump into it. I like this one. So what we do
Oh
at the end of
wow.
every at every, all our shows is we pull up. I like this one a lot. This one's cool. I think I'll make this my
Yep.
best. We make an AI generated photo, and so what we do is we come up with memes, jokes, whatever is relevant. You know, if you want to make it dirty, naughty, as long as like kids involved, that's fine. But we make something, and then we're gonna like eventually put it on a shirt and like put the meme on it at the end of the season, whichever the funniest stuff that makes the most sense to like meme worthy shirts. We throw it on our merch store, and we already have a bunch on there as of right now. So definitely check that out. But then whatever shirts got made, whoever came up to meme gets some free merch. So I like this one.
I like it too. I'm gonna put mine in right now. I don't know if X is working. Like if you see
It hasn't been for a while. You got to go to like Rumble or YouTube.
okay, because my Rumble and my YouTube are not the same as my like I guess branded handle. So so on YouTube and Rumble, my handle is Midnight Pasta. So
I
that'll
mean,
be me.
my handle's different on everything, so really not too big of a deal.
That's mine. It's Grok 4. Robo Kitty. Do you use Grok at all? Have you tried Grok 4?
I've used it a few times. I got Chat GBT like on an app as my phone, so I just go directly to that.
Yeah, Grok 4 is weird. It's like a new setup. It's visually different than what it was. And it kind of trips me out a little bit. Plus, it does such a deep search that it takes a lot longer to actually pull up the information that you're looking for. But like I asked it, like, did Epstein kill himself? And it gave me this like long thing. Remember that I asked you I think I had asked you what was the link between like Mossad and Epstein and all that stuff. I think it was in the last episode, and I asked you, like, I don't know a lot about it. Dude, Grok like went into it and explained all that to me. I was like, wow. And it basically said, and I quote, that Epstein killing himself was bullshit. Like, it said bullshit. I took a screenshot because I was like, wow, it's speaking my language.
But apparently there's some stuff going on with Grok. Like, I read there's like going like pro Hitler and stuff.
Oh, it went, yeah, because it glitched out not too long ago, and it was and it was what the hell was it? I don't remember what nickname it gave itself, but yeah, it went crazy. And then supposedly once it got fixed, now it's like full like anti-Semite. I think someone posted a screenshot where basically it was calling like Jews like parasites and all kinds of stuff, and it's like, whoa, whoa.
So it's kind of like, you know, I think Fluffy at one point was saying how what's his name, that AK guy or whatever, like everyone says he's in the military for so long, he's never served. So like when you go like on like ChatGPT or Google, it'll pull up that he was in the military and some other weird stuff.
Oh yeah. Because it collects information from the internet, like in social media accounts, like it takes all this. So like, I guess it's kind of like a perception is reality kind of thing, but with AI. So if it collects this information and that's the information that it finds, that's what it's going to present as fact.
Bingo.
So I don't know. It's very misleading. Oh, is that you? How strong women think their feral kitties are?
Yeah. I don't know how to really write it. Like
the writing is so small. I almost thought it said titties. I'm like, feral titties. Oops. Oh, here's Vash coming in with line between animal instincts and artificial intelligence.
Literally looks like it could be a cartoon character.
Yeah, it does. It's actually really, really cool. Let's see. And we got Brian with Cyber Kitty. I don't have much for this one. I mean, it looks really cool. Like that's something that I'd wear on a t-shirt, but I just don't know what's something funny to put on there. Itty Bitty Cyber Kitty. I like that one.
That was cute.
Let's see. Vash from Forest Hunter to Data Predator. Okay. Built for the future, programmed by the past. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think that those furry cyberpunk parties have gotten really wild. Judge Purr. Oh, there you go. Judge Purr. That reminds me of Judge Dredd.
I think that was a reference.
Yeah, I like that one. It should say like Judge Purr, and then on the bottom it says I am the law. But you gotta I don't know. I wish there was a way to put into words like Sylvester Stallone's like crooked mouth when he says that. I am the law.
Yeah, I can't even do it. Sylvester Stallone thing. I'm not even bother trying.
Yeah, I love him. All right, so I'd say we have a winner chicken dinner with Judge Purr. What do you say? What say you?
I'm for
All right. Well, Rebel with no yell, you are the winner of Caption This. Yay.
it.
I'm like the only one. Like, yay. Oh, yeah. You gotta do that. That's so wrong.
Oh, hey, what's up? This is the ski
That's
job.
not right. That's so not right.
I came here for the ski job. What's going on?
Uh,
Let me close this right quick. No, awesome. So today was fun.
oh, we didn't even see Roma's. Roma posted one and he said mine didn't win. He said, my cat dressing up for his nightly blade fight with vampires at 3 a.m. I mean,
But we
Rebel
can't
with
take
no
it away.
yell still won. But that was good, Roma.
I like that one, but we can't take it away from
Yeah, he already won.
damn, if only we saw that. It's all right.
Yes. Yeehaw, you
Dub is a
won.
dub.
All right.
Let's close this puppy out so we can, get some snooze. But yeah, no. So what? I'm glad for today is like a pretty easy way to cool off the week because shit's been
Yeah.
wild. Something
It
could have
has.
been bad. It didn't turn that bad. We did exactly what we're supposed to and what we like to do. Just completely ran off the subject. Some fun stuff. It was just a good episode. I liked it.
I think we didn't have to have such hard topics today to discuss. They were a little bit more lighthearted. Tragedy with a happy ending. No major injuries on top of it after all the tragedy that we just experienced like the last week. So I think we're definitely very happy, very grateful that there's a little bit of comfort knowing that there's good that sometimes comes like from the bad as well. So I'm glad that this wasn't too heavy of an episode for today.
No, I agree with you. Like it was lighthearted. It's fun. Got to talk about stuff. Nobody died.
Nobody died.
So
Yeah.
Wait till Tuesday. Wait till Tuesday. Something's gonna happen. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. There's really not too much past that. I say every episode, if it's your first time here, if it's your 100th time here, we appreciate you. It's a lot of fun for us. If you want to check out like the merch and the t-shirts, all this stuff, if you ever wanted anything, you didn't get to claim it, right there in the QR code. You get to see all our episodes, our faces, what everyone else is doing. Get to hang out, join our Discord, and talk to us. I know there's a bunch of people in every fucking night, and we're always talking about something random, and it's fun. But it's just kind of our community. We love to be here. If you want to find me, my handle is AP2Tay on all platforms. So reach out to me, talk shit to me. D, what about you?
So you could find me on X and Truth Social as Cynical Latina. And yeah, me too. Oh wow, we just had the flash up the Calamity. I mean, you could follow her too. She's real cool. But yeah, you could find me.
Like, what?
I was like, wait, that's not me. But yeah, you can find me on those socials. I just like to mess around, just kind of fuck around, and I can be crude, but whatever. Come hang out with us, give us a follow, check out our stuff, join the community. Yeah, that's what we do. I'm like brain fart.
That's what we do. But yeah,
That's
so
what we do.
we will see you guys on Tuesday. And if you're too drunk to drive, order an Uber. I think I fucked that one up. Usually, I'm like, if you're too drunk to walk, drive home in an Uber. But
Well, don't do either.
take an Uber home drunk? That's the goal.
No, don't drink and drive. And if you're too drunk to walk, yeah, Like, don't try walking around, okay? You could still get charges for that.
Yeah, it depends on how bad the cop is, but yeah. So we will see you guys next Tuesday at 9, and please have a safe weekend. Until then, catch you guys.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.